Meta's CTO Andrew Bosworth answers more questions about Project Cambria, Sony's PSVR 2, and AI.
We're not working on treadmills, but we have done, for example, a lot of the research required to do haptic gloves at some point. It's not there yet, but at some point it could, and if it got there, that's the kind of thing we might consider building. Well, I don't know that they've missed out. I mean, I think Sony's goal is probably to not just sell PlayStation VR 2s, but also to sell PlayStations. And so the attach makes a lot of sense. And you get a lot of thermal space and compute power. So it's almost like being just slightly different markets. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, so Cambria introduces some pretty novel tech to the headset. And I think it will take a little time for both us and for third-party developers to fully turn the corner on that. So it'll probably start a little slower, but I'm pretty sure it'll catch up. Yeah, for those who don't know, we've had a series of different projects going on what we can do in the wrist. We've talked about neural interfaces, the wrist being an access point for neural interfaces. And one of the many prototypes we were pursuing really aggressively was this idea of a detachable face mechanism. But in the end, having a detachable mechanism allowed us to have a rear-facing camera, which was super cool, but it traded off against the neural interfaces part and also some of the body measurement pieces. And it ended up being just not the right trade. It was a very cool device, but we ended up going different directions. You know, I get this a lot, and I loved Snow Crash, and I loved all the kind of books in the space. A lot of times, they're dystopian, but VR isn't the reason they're dystopian. They just happen to be dystopian, and they have VR. Yeah, I've talked about this before. I'm really excited about the opportunity of hands being one of the primary modalities in VR. It's one of the ways that new users often get tripped up. It's a little non-intuitive to use the controllers, whereas hands are so natural. So, looking forward to this future for some things. I mean, we're kind of used to our species being the ultimate pattern matchers, but AI has us beat, and they can detect signal in things that we would perceive as noise. And it's so important in medical contexts, in diagnostic contexts. Those are going to be powerful. Yes, we are still on a path to ship augmented reality glasses, but that path is long and winding. We really haven't actually pushed ourselves off the long-term roadmap that much, but it is yielding, things are yielding well, but they're yielding late and they're yielding expensive, so we're working on it.
So how likely is Meta's metaverse going to be dystopian? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next Quickie.